Yesterday, I made a video talking about the Nigerian government and how terrible President Tinubu is, and I was crying in the video. So, 30 minutes ago, I just received a call from the NYSC. She called me and she was shouting and she was threatening me to take down the video.
Nigeria is in a delicate situation. Nigeria is in a dilemma. The video making rounds is concerning the youth corper in Lagos that referred to the president of Nigeria as a terrible president, and she was threatened by NYC officials, for referring to the president in that manner. What the girl said, the corper said, describes expressly the minds of many Nigerians. They are in a serious mess. The situation is not fine at all. This girl, in her tears, expressed the minds of many Nigerians that the country is really having a hard one. Nigeria is a fine country, it's a good one. In fact, it is a privilege to be in a country called Nigeria, but the leaders are the problems. The girl was called out and NYC demanding that she pull down what she has made, posted online. I will want to advise the officials of NYC to watch clearly before making such decisions. Of course, it is affecting everybody in the country. Let me first of all look at what it means when somebody is referred to as terrible. What does it mean? It means the person is doing a poor job. It means the person's decisions are not working out. They are not effective. They are not turning things around for the good of a certain group of people. It means that the person has no ability to bring succor in the context of leadership. A terrible president will likely be characterized by inability to effectively govern or make sound decisions that will help the public to thrive and put trust in the president. So if the president lacks the ability to govern, the policies of the government are not working effectively to turn around the lives of citizens, and then it is therefore terrible. Now, let me just give some tips. What makes a president terrible in a nation? Why can a citizen refer to a president as terrible? Number one, poor leadership. Poor leadership. The sailor is not sailing the ship well. It's not giving the citizens the succor, what they need to ensure that things are easygoing. Imagine Nigerians are in difficulties. At the point of difficulties, tariffs are being raised up. Every 10,000 naira you send, you must pay 15 naira. Besides, Nigerians are paying darkness B, not light B, darkness B. That's what they are paying. Till date, we can't get even an hour electricity in the entire nation. Is that not terrible? Number two, ineffective policies can make a president to be terrible. Ineffective policies. One would want to believe that the policies in the oil industry by now would have made the oil industry viable and the citizens enjoying the positive effect of this policy bearing on the citizens. But it is not like that. It is not like that. The things are in the retrogressive part. That is what we are seeing. Ineffective policies. That is poor policies. Policies that fail. Policies that can't create jobs, for the masses. Policies that cannot address the economic situation that Nigerians are facing. These ones are ineffective policies. And that is one point. If the policies are ineffective, the president can be referred to as terrible. Number three, abuse of power. When a president abuses power, the president can be referred to as terrible, using executive authority for personal gain, political revenge, or to undermine institutions of the nation, undermine judiciary institution and all the rest. The president can be referred to as terrible. Today, the political institution in Nigeria is insecure in itself. Imagine what is happening in Rivers State. Imagine what is happening in different parts of the country. there is indeed insecurity. Number 4, lack of integrity. Can you actually trust the present administration, that it has actually touched the life of the common man, even in the village? Those who can are those who are benefiting from the government. Those who are benefiting from the government, they would definitely have every trust in the government because they are benefiting. But the truth be told, posterity will definitely judge us one day. How do we evaluate the government? One, the foreign policies of the government, the relations with international organizations, different countries of the world, the approach of the government to diplomacy and national security. What can you make of the present government? I leave that on to you. And then number 2, economic performance. Economic performance. Is this government? Is there financial stability in this government? Is there job creation in this government? Now, one of the best way a government will thrive economically is not to employ citizens into its agencies, rather to create the enabling environment for citizens to create jobs for themselves. Enabling environment for citizens to create jobs, not the government creating jobs now, but the government creating the enabling environment for jobs to spring up. Each time I will always say that electricity, leave it for the next 6 months and you see how things on their own, citizens, Nigerians on their own, will definitely come out in different business dimensions. But government is killing that. Leave the electricity for just 6 months without blinking it continuously. See how Nigerians will come out with diverse business dimensions. And the government, they know this, that Nigerians, when you leave electricity for them, they will explode. They will definitely be economically stable. That's the truth. Leave that light, the electricity. The man who is the barber will do his job and also gain more economic performance. Now, you want to start your personal business, the environment, of course, the enabling environment is not there in Nigeria. To start even a small business, it's not there. And the corper is complaining, NYSC officials are threatening her. When will we stop to call what is white black and what is black white? The book of Isaiah did make clear. Those who call what is white black and what is black white will definitely go for it. They will be punished. Who decides if a president is terrible? Who decides? Is it the president? Or those working for the president that will decide whether he's terrible or not, he's doing well, that his policies are okay or not? The people, the citizens, the public, they decide that the leader is leading well, that the leader is good. It is the public, it is the people that will say that this president is terrible. This president is not doing well. The policies of this president are not working for the good of the people. The people are the ones that will say it, not the president. Not what the president will prepare and deliver as a speech or a broadcast to the nation that determine the performance of the president. No, it is not. It is not what the president will be saying from Abuja or what he will be saying via the media. No, it might inform the public, but the public have that privilege of saying he has done well, he has done well, he has not done well. So the public, the citizens, the people, the media can also do that, telling Nigerians whether the president is terrible or not. Political opponents, the opposition, they are in that spectrum to also make it known if President Bola Tinubu is doing well or not. So it is not up to those in the government to tell us. If he's doing well, we know. I disagree with this President Buhari's mantra. Change begins with you. No, change begins with the government. Change begins with the government, not with the citizens. The body language of a leader helps the citizens to comport themselves. That is the truth. 1984, Buhari and Idiagbo. Tunde Idiagbo was really the man in that administration. Now, you notice that the body language of the government at that time helped citizens to behave themselves. And that is how leadership is. Even at the time when Vice President Osibanjo was acting president, of course, even the children in the nation felt the effect of Vice President Osibanjo with the decisions he made at that particular time. So once a leader is disciplined and free from corruption, it will be felt. It will be felt even down to the nooks and crannies of the nation. So once the president is not good, if the citizens, those being led, are corrupt and not good, know that there is something wrong on top. There is something wrong with the government. That's the truth. So I disagree with that. Change begins with you. No. Change begins with the government. The corper, I want to tell you, Nigerians are with you. That's the truth. Nigerians are with you. What you have done, you have singled out the president that the policies are not working. You should do something that will help Nigerians, to live better life. I must applaud you for coming out. The NYC officials, for you to have told the corper to pull it down is an indication that you don't understand the phrase terrible precedent. You don't understand. If you understand, those words used will not come. If that person, that NYC official, understood what terrible precedent means, I don't think he will do that. I think they need to be educated more. They need to be educated more and understand, if you are a Nigerian leader, you've been traveling abroad, you've been seeing the good things, you've been seeing citizens all over the world thriving. You've been seeing citizens of other countries doing well. The countries are doing well, having constant electricity, water supply, and businesses moving. One graduates and set up a business without any dependence on the government. And you come back to Nigeria and you don't implement all of that, even when it is within your power. It's a pity some of our political leaders, because they are privileged to be in power, they will come up and tell you it will not be easy to fix electricity in Nigeria. That even for Tinubu, the tenure he has will not be enough to fix electricity. Constant electricity in Nigeria, within a short while, the government can do it, they can achieve it. Constant electricity is possible. Within a fixed period of time, it's possible. Nigerian leaders don't want to give Nigerians constant electricity. They know. Imagine BEDC taking care of 5 states and they are having epileptic electricity. And these governors, 5 governors, can't do anything about it. They can't do anything at all about it. And their citizens are suffering. They can't do anything about it. That tells you that something is wrong somewhere when it comes to the electricity issue. Something is wrong somewhere. But I pray that God strike every power, every leader that does not want good for Nigeria, every leader that does not want the good of Nigeria. I pray the power from above strike them. As long as you don't want good for the citizens of Nigeria and you are leading, the power from above will strike you. The power from above will strike you. Unless you do what is right. Unless you do what is right. And once you do what is right, God's glory remain upon you. God's glory remain upon you. God's glory remain upon you. I don't believe that Nigeria as a country need prayers. No. The leaders need to change. The Nigeria as a country does not need prayers. Christians have prayed enough. Nothing happened. The leaders need to change. The leaders are the problems. The leaders, those who are leaders in Nigeria, are the problems of Nigeria. They are the problems of Nigeria. Nigeria is a very good country, but the leaders are the pitfalls. Imagine what Wike is doing with Fubara. You are in Abuja, enjoying yourself. You are also dragging Rivers State. We have a good country, Nigeria, but we have bad leaders. They need to change. Our leaders need to turn a new leaf. Turn a new leaf. And that is the only solution. The only solution for our country to be better. Once our leaders entirely turn a new leaf, Nigeria will be a better place. The mindset of our leaders need to be changed. Once they can change their mindset, things will be better in this country. The copper, I must encourage you. Nigerians are with you. The world is watching what NYC will do to you. NYC, handle this matter wisely. What the copper said, the phrase terrible precedent, is not a bad one. Once you understand simple English, you understand what it means.